Hello. Thank you for all the lovely comments I've had recently. It seems the tide has turned. There's some positivity in the air, and people have been reaching out from different walks of life and connecting, and I just love that. It's you know, in life we do have these difficult situations, which I was reading a book recently about like 3D, 5D spirituality, and just like even your enemies, even your worst enemies, even the people that give you the most amount of strife in life, you should try and love them. Difficult thing of late with a few people for me, but I've been experimenting with that and just thinking, why not? Love is better than hate, isn't it? And there's a lot of things to work out in life, especially when you have another child and create life and things occur. Yeah. But yeah, just love is a frequency and hate is a frequency. That Japanese scientist dude proved that with that book, where if you give certain vibrations, certain states, certain feelings towards... I want to go to the wood, but it's a busy road. Guys coming. I've had such a busy day, such a lot on. We went to Nottingham this morning to go to the bakery and got some of the Radford Massive picture. Try and get a sense of how big this is. The crust is incredible. When we came back, we were so hungry and we had some slices of that. Just fresh bread with butter, the best fresh bread. But yeah, Emily had an appointment and I took Vito to Bread and Lard, hoping to bump into Ben and Sally, who we used to both work for at various points in life. But they weren't there. So we came home, had a load of bread, and then we were going to make a stew with the beans we soaked, but we didn't put enough water into the beans, so they were still thirsty when we got back. So I made baked beans with the broth, brothy baked beans. Look at this, I've ran around this field. I'm going to miss this place. I feel like it's kind of coming to goodbye times, which is fine. But look, just like magical tracks, that's where I'm heading. It's just very nice. We've had some very nice blackberry and raspberry picking excursions out to here. The Viking way. The way of the Vikings, maybe. I found that big key here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I thought I found it and just thought, oh, this is going to be worth millions. But no, it's probably not. It's just a big key. It's a big old key. But anyway, where are we at? Thank you for all the nice comments. It's just nice. It's just like you can look at any situation in life, any person, anything that comes up, a stone, a rock, a blade of grass, whatever it is, and you could either be like, that's incredible, or that's not. I'm just done with any negativity, really. And you really do get to know a person by what the totality of what they bring to any situation. So, you know, you've got to give people a bit of a wide berth sometimes. If they've been through some stuff, if they've had some problems, you can be like, okay, yeah, let's give them a bit of a wide berth because they might not be in the best space. But if that thing continues and it's just the whole situation, the whole addition of all of the energy and all the additions and subtractions add up to not a lot or less than nothing, then it doesn't really add up, does it? It doesn't really add up. So we are moving mountains, really. Like, it's been such a busy day doing all of that, and then I went out to pick up a new computer. I bought up a new MacBook Air 15-inch because I've been on a 4-year-old MacBook Pro 14-inch, which has done fine, but I like to renew my computers regularly just because I respect the time. This tree looks beautiful. Yeah, the new computer has just been the old computer has just been slowing up a little bit. 4 years old. I like to renew between 2 to 3 years old because time is very important. So if you're at a computer and you want to work, and this is what's been happening to me recently, I've been wanting to work and it's been getting in the way of that, which just waste time basically. So I'd rather sell that computer for 600, buy another one for 1200. Yeah, it's a bit more of an investment, but it's like £600 across the next couple of years to have a streamlined super computer that can keep up with me. Let's just say 2 years. I mean, that's the least of it, really. It's anything up from there. But 24 months, that's £50 a month. So if that is, if I'm planning to work 3 hours a day. I've not done these calculations. I'm now just doing them on the fly. But yeah, £50 a month. Okay, extra expenditure is fair enough. And so for a month, that's £50, £12.50 a week. If I'm aiming to work for 3 hours a day, £12.50 into the week, divide by 6, say, it's like £2 a day, £2 a day. So if in those 3 hours work, I gain, well, it's easy now, isn't it? Now we know. It's a very easy calculation because I only have to have increased my productivity and not have any delays by, you know, a couple of fractions of minuscule there. But yeah, let's stop talking about computers. I've come down to the woods today. We've been out there, went to Halfords to find the ISOFIX, see if they can install them into the van. They can't. I've just got a million things going, swimming around my mind of late. And this is why these videos are great. Because, yeah, can we install ISOFIX into the van? Can we not? If not, there's a lot of other options I've seen. I've been in the van with Darren, I've been getting quotes today. B&Q and Wix for like 20mm by 20mm framing wood. It's like £8, between £8 and £9 a metre. And I found some wood yards online that are like £1.62 a metre. That is like a quarter of the price. So Darren said we could do this cheap. And then I've been looking with him and toing and fromming corner brackets that we can get. And learning about these corner brackets, and I sent him a corner bracket. I said, "Is this good? This looks good." Price. He's like, "No, we need the bigger one. No, the center hole." And then I sent him another one with the center hole. He said, "Oh no, we need the 2 holes." It's like, okay, fine. So I'm learning. We're learning what's best here. It's a project. It's a project. But I tell you, talking about projects, like, yeah, I think YouTube has got me confused because I'm just sharing my life. And I've been talking about business. I've been talking about my life. I've been talking about like travel, camper vans, all food, all manner of things. So YouTube is obviously confused. But I don't mind, because the reason I did this was to learn about YouTube and the algorithms and what's what. And I wanted to learn about it to not trick it. Like, I followed some people and they're like, yeah, they can start a YouTube Shorts channel and make some money and gain a load of followers, but are they real followers? Is it real? Like, I want to do something real. We're just trying to always be real. And I'm happy with the slow game, but it would be nice to learn a few things to accelerate, and that I have. So, like, yeah, I think YouTube needs to know, like, who you are and what you're about. Like, what are you doing? And Vito, Emily, and I are about to go off on our travels. So like that's a hot topic that I think a lot of people. I mean, I followed a lot of other people and families, especially now because I'm a family man. Like other people that are roaming around with a child or two or three or four. You know, how they're doing it. I've seen people that fly around on planes and do this, and you know, it's a thing. So it's nice. Like we're thinking about Montenegro, but today it's like, well, there's Montenegro as an option if we go over to Italy, but we had some news from Kim today, who runs the small food bakery I've made a video about, who we got the Radford Massive loaf picture from today. And yeah, she was like, just stay away from there. Stay away from that area. So we're basically, we're coming up with loads of ideas. We've got set booked in this place in Italy, but yeah, Italy might not, that place might not be good. Might go to Sardinia. So basically the three places, if you need to get out the Schengen zone, if you are Schengen zone prohibited, if you're over in Italy way, it's Montenegro, or potentially around that Balkan coast, going down into Albania, and then Greece to Turkey. So Turkey's the second one, the second saviour. If you need to do the Schengen thing. And then, but we're like, you know, if we weren't going to this wedding in Italy, we'd just be, it's like, where would you go? And Emily's like, just Spain, like Seville, Spain, south of Spain, knows the food, knows the language. So we looked into that, and I guess it's Gibraltar, but it's 2 hours from 2 hours ferry from the south of Spain over to Morocco. And Morocco, I've seen videos about Moroccan food, like the bread, the yeah, it's Africa, so you just don't know. Like the culture is a bit different over there, but I've had nothing but good vibes from everywhere I've gone in the world. And I've been to Africa, I've been to Egypt, I've been to Stone Town over in oh God, it's an island. It's an Egyptian island off Egypt. Stone Town. I can't remember the name now. Yeah, I went for 2 months there. I had a massive customs debacle because I'd basically been in Bali. Then I went with my brother back to the UK for 4 days to try and visit family and do things. And then we flew to Mexico and we were there for 2 weeks. And the hotel, and then my parents flew out a few days after we were there. And the couple of days me and my brother and I had, it was, we went out, we got to the hotel for the first night. We came back to that hotel and there had been a shooting and there were those white drawings on the street. And we were like, oh my God, this is pretty heavy. And it was. Yeah, wild place, wild journey. But we just had this mad journey, and then we came. Where did I go after that? I think I went to Lithuania, and then Lithuania to Tunisia. No, it's not Tunisia. That's in Africa. Zanzibar. That was it. Zanzibar. And yeah, I think basically when my passport went into their device unit, alarms started ringing because they were like, you need to come with us now into this room. And I was so, yeah, I was tired, thirsty and hungry, and we basically had to sit in a room for like 2 hours, and they went through everything. And I'm a compact traveler. They were going through the toothbrush, and they were like, what's this? I'm like, it's the toothbrush. And they're like pulling out other things, like, what's this? I'm like, yeah, it's psyllium husk. It's a health product. Oh, I don't even know where I'm going with all this, but that happened. It was an experience of mine. I got, yeah, really questioned by the authorities, and they were just, you know, they're like, why have you come here? I'm like, well, to enjoy myself, to have a nice time. Yeah, so anyway, just sharing loads of, you can probably tell from the video that my mind is all over the place. There's a lot going on. I'm grateful for the new laptop. Whenever I get a new laptop, that's a change. I've looked at the templates. These templates, I said the other day, like, we're trying to launch hundreds of startups. So I think it's a bit like this van, actually, like nonconformity company. That is just, what I realized was I really wanted to get it going. So I'm like, we've got 5 weeks left. We've got the van. We need to get this bloody thing sorted. But working with Darren, and I'm a big planner too, like, and just, it's just become evident that probably 50% of the work is going to be the planning. And then the other 50%, well, maybe 40% planning, 20% getting quotes and ordering the stuff, and then another 40% execution. Yeah, that's about right. So for nonconformity company, it's been about that. I feel like I've been in that 20% plus the 40% plus the 20% kind of planning and designing, and also quoting and setting up and getting the software and everything sorted. So that last 40% of the execution, because we've already planned out and we have a load of the ideas, it's going to be really simple. Get the sun behind my head. Anyway, I'm busy. I'm exhausted. I'm exhilarated. I'm so many emotions. Vito's doing incredible. I'm just falling more and more in love with my son every day. He's just incredible, and we're just having so many laughs now. It's like really nice. It's just like, it's becoming really fun, and really he wants the music on and he's dancing. He wants the speaker. He's bobbing up and down. We're dancing in the morning. And it's just like, yeah, we're getting some really, and he's giving like kisses and stuff and just being really incredibly, he's to go from a baby to like a character and a personality, and just one that grows every day. I'm amazed. I am amazed. But I'm loving it. And I'm just like, I'm balancing all this stuff with where we're going and what we're doing with the food. Goddamn dishwasher and all these things, but I'm just there's the van somewhere over there. I'm just so grateful that I can be with him, like in the morning for breakfast and throughout the day, and just creating this life where I'm with him. Like, we're not sending him to nursery. I'm not going off to do some bullshit job that I don't really enjoy. No, with my boy. He's incredible. So, I mean, that's a long video, isn't it? Better shut up. Big love, people.